Hello, everybody. I'm Cherish.
And I'm Joy.
And with Suzukou's Musicals. And we saw Beaches. We could check that off. New show. New show alert. We've seen 3 new shows for the season so far, right?
We've seen Fear 13, Beaches, and Cats and Joker World, the revival, technically.
I know, but it's still a new show. I meant like for the season. It's a new show in the season.
I guess, yeah.
I didn't mean like a new, like original, whatever. But yes, and we're gonna try to go see Proof. Actually, there's a few things on our list we gotta go see. I think we talked about it in the last video. But anyway, we saw Beaches, and it's based off of the screenplay or the movie that had Bette Midler and I believe Robert Hershey was in it, and which I didn't know this, but Beaches was also a book, and the woman who wrote the book also wrote the book to the musical, and I'm not sure if she did for the movie though. I'm not sure if she did for the movie, but she's here for the book, and she also did lyrics, so that was kind of fun. I love that for her. I kind of like her, She was like a novelist, and now she's writing lyrics to Broadway musicals, and I would like to talk to her. I'm like, tell us your secret, Iris.
I know that's a lot of control.
It is
normal.
It's not. Very excited for her. Anyway, I do have to say, the music was not my favorite. I kind of knew what we were gonna. Obviously, if you were familiar with Beaches, it's more or less the same. More or less in general. Maybe there are a few things kind of
a little different.
Yeah, but otherwise, like the tone, the friendship, the what do you call it? The
themes?
The crux of the show is still there. It's still the same. Was the little girl, was Birdie's daughter always not feeling, Cece's character?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember that, right?
I can't remember.
Did we only watch the movie like once or maybe twice?
Maybe.
Yeah, because I remember our mom was like, "Oh, you should watch Beaches," and we were like, "Oh yeah." We were like, I don't know, we were like in our teens or something like that. And we thought, all right, we'll watch this movie, and then we were like, why would she make us watch that? It was so. I found it was so sad. It was so sad. I mean, not the whole movie, but like the culmination of it. It's just like, oh, can't believe that happened. Lily just went on a journey with them, and I would say the musical didn't move me as much. I don't know if it's because I was expecting. I already knew what would happen.
What was gonna happen,
but I wasn't like particularly like that moved. I mean, I was like, oh,
So the guy next to me was crying at the end during Wind Beneath My Wings. I mean, like, he was sniffling and like the both hands wiping his eyes, and I was like, all right. Okay.
He seemed like he was just excited to be there, happy about life. Like he like taking pictures of like everything, and I wish I was more of a people person because I might would have started chatting with him because I feel like he would have been receptive to that. But unfortunately for him, or rather for me, because I'm the curious one, I will never know because I wouldn't do that. We're not going to be the ones to start up the conversation. Sorry, we're not. I mean, you're welcome to.
If you ever see us, come say hi.
Yeah, but we. I mean, yeah, you have to initiate it. We will not initiate that for you, unless we feel particularly moved.
Yeah. But the music wasn't. I don't know.
It was a musical.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just like the style of it. It just nothing was really like as what Sondheim would say. You need a tune you can hum.
Yeah.
It wasn't that type of show. Like, you're not going to be leaving singing any of the songs.
Right.
Except for Wind Beneath My Wings.
Oh, jeez Louise.
And, so that was, I mean, I was like...
But that's not new. Right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Not new. But I was like, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess they worked for what the show needed and moved the story along and whatever.
Yeah. I mean, and then they were entertaining, the numbers. I mean, in general. Like, I wasn't like wishing I was somewhere else.
Yeah,
while
I wasn't
watching.
falling asleep while watching the show.
And they do have an overture. Mm-hmm. They do have an overture, which I was very excited about, and that's just something I feel like is missing, and I feel like we should bring that back. Mm-hmm. Like bring back overtures. Bring back overtures. Bring back. Like I feel like we shouldn't be allowed to have a show without an overture.
The thing though with overtures is that would suggest that the band is more than just like 4 people.
This is also true.
You know what I mean?
This is true. Not 4 people.
It's true. Like it's usually a guy on a guitar who doubles as like the bass and like cello player, and then you have the guy who's doing the piano who's also the conductor, and then you have someone. There might be a violinist,
right?
And
the percussion guy
and the drums. Yeah, that's it. Like and that's usually it. Like
this is true.
Like clearly, Beaches had a little more.
Yeah.
To the there was horns and right.
Yes, so. The horns.
So yeah. I mean, it's fine. I mean, it definitely was. It's a musical. There's like a lot of set pieces, a lot of outfit changes, a lot of like. It's very much a classic kind of musical sort of thing, minus like tap dancing, really.
Right.
But yeah.
But I feel like you're looking at something to see with your friends, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Grandma.
Yeah. It's a safe show for that, I would say. I would say I got a little misty with our Little Birdie and Little CC. Those kids was like, they were,
Yeah, I was expecting them to be on for like the first 10, 15 minutes of the show, and that was it.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't see them again until the end at curtain call. But no, they had them working. They had those kids working all throughout the show. I was like, they don't really have that much downtime in between when you see them, so they can't just go back to like their dressing room and like color.
Yeah.
Like they really do have to like kind of be ready.
They're not the little Lulus.
Yeah.
They're like back there, whatever they do it until right at the end. They're like
not the kids in Gypsy, like, they just had the first act and then the second act.
Right.
That's it. Like
more or less. It's like half of the first act.
Half of the they definitely had them working even if they weren't saying anything. But they were very cute. They were very good, and like they're really young too. So I'm just always like in awe of children who actually want to perform in front of. Because it's the Majestic too. It's a big theater. I'd be like, whoo, looking out. I don't know. Like it makes me nervous.
We would never have done that. Like good luck.
Never.
First of all, I was thinking about and this is not a short show. Mm-mm. And it started at 7:30. I will say it also started the closest on time that I have ever seen. We had like a little false start too, when they turned down the lights, and then everyone was like, "Oh," and then the lights went back on, and we were like, "Oh," like yeah. But I think it was like 7:33 or something like when the show started, and I was like, "Wow!"
Right,
especially for a new show and previews, and it's a musical and blah blah blah. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, they're pretty locked in. It's just a limited run, so I don't think
Yeah, which I didn't know until we pulled up at the theater, and it was like until September 6th or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, it's also interesting. I remember hearing about Beaches though.
It was like years ago, Shoshana, right?
It was Shoshana, and was it Megan?
Megan Hilty?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
No, maybe it wasn't Megan. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe I'm just putting her in there. But I do remember Shoshana was attached.
Yeah, I do.
At some point.
I do recall that.
And it was somewhere out of town.
But I also find it funny that Shoshana is back on Broadway now, but she's like down the block.
Yeah, because that was supposed to be Casey.
Yeah.
But Casey said she's staying with Ragtime.
Yeah.
And they were like, it's Shoshana. Just moving here and there. Anyway. But yeah, so, I mean, yeah, Jessica plays Cece. They call her Cecilia. And Kelly Barrett plays Birdie, which I didn't realize her name was Roberta.
Yeah, Roberta.
It's funny. I thought her name was Birdie.
Oh.
But it's Bertie.
Yeah.
Bertie. Anyway.
Because the little girls were a little hard to understand. When the little Cece, she said something earlier in the show about when little Birdie kind of said she reminded her of Debbie Reynolds, and she said something to that, and then it was like Judy Garland, and all I could catch was the names, and then
Little White Bread.
Cece said, "Yeah, I did not understand what she said," and I thought, okay, just whatever. And then Cece says it later on in the show, and I said, "Was that what that little girl said? White bread?" Yeah, I didn't know. I could not. I didn't hear it. I didn't catch it, but that was funny. That was a funny thing. I wanted to say the 11 o'clock number. I feel like we needed a little more. No?
What, Wind Beneath My Wings?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was it a little? I don't know what it was. I like had the moving set for like a second, and I was like, okay, like I just feel like it didn't build, and I'm not sure how you would fix that. I'm not sure. I mean, the singing was fine, or anything.
You thought it was a little bland?
Yeah, because I specifically remember when we first watched the movie, like the song like had me like, I was like, why? But I don't, or am I just hearing Bet?
Maybe.
Like, is that what it was? Not that Jessica sounded bad, but
yeah, I think that's also one of those things about like, because like the movie has such like the energy is so like it's Bette Midler, and it's like on Broadway you're like, okay, like, and it's like you don't want Jessica to do bad, but also
right. But that's what's in your head. Yeah, I get it.
Maybe that's it too.
Yeah, I got it. But yeah, I'm happy we saw it. I am. And we had good seats. I would say we were left orchestra on the aisle, like row M or something like that. H. Why I said M?
I don't know.
Was the other show we at in row M?
Maybe it was M and Cats.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what it was. And yeah, H, row H, and it was. We didn't miss anything really.
No,
we didn't miss anything.
No, I don't think you missed anything at all. Actually, I don't think so.
No. God, it was a specific part that had me weak. Well, I can't remember. I should have wrote it down. It's okay. Was it when she was trying to get on the plane or something?
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, it was a funny part. That took me out. That was very silly.
I didn't want to have to do this.
And then, oh man, that's so funny. And we did stage door, but I'm going to tell you why we stage door. So before the show even started, during our online, we're waiting for the theater to open. We're a little early. And we're still waiting online. We were talking about, how we should go get our tickets for Proof. Blah, blah, blah. Go see Carrie Young in the show. And literally, we must have conjured her. Because Joy goes, oh, there's Kara. And she's walking by us down the street. And she's on the phone. And Joy goes, hey, Kara. And then she like turns and she sees us. And she tells whoever she's on the phone with, to hang on or whatever she said. And she comes over to us in the line and she gives us hugs. And we were like, we're coming to see you soon, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, whatever she said. And then she left us with a task. We had a mission. Basically, she's like, if we stage door to tell Jessica, that she sends her love and that she's also coming to see her soon. So we were like, okay. And so we were like, well, we got to get the message to Jessica. But Jessica did not come out while we were stage doing it. Right? They started busting down the...
Yeah.
I'm not making that up, right? Because we left and no one else seemed to leave. And I thought, did we pick up the wrong cue? Like, they literally... When they start moving the barricade, like, I feel like that's it, right? So we just crossed the street and we went on our merry way. But now I'm like, dang, should we have, like, lingered? But, no. Also, like, no. Like, it's never that deep, personally. I just need people to understand that. At the stage door, all the small children came out to the stage door that were in the show, and they're just like, I don't know if they get like special like classes or are they literally just like
enjoying the
thespians or like because they were all very chatty and just excited to be there, happy about life, and I just couldn't imagine that would not have been us at that age, like at all. That's what Joy and I were like
10:30 at night.
Yeah,
we would not have been able to do that at 10:30 at night.
We would have been like spinning in circles about 7:30,
Mm-hmm.
like ready for bed. Like me and you would have been in bed for a good 3 hours by then, or about that, approaching it, 2 hours, something like that.
We were 8 o'clock bed children.
Listen,
like, we
like
would not have.
Once our last little show ended, like when Doug was over, we had to get in bed. Do you recall that?
I do. I do.
Was it Doug? I feel like it was Doug we used to watch.
Probably. A Rocket Power, maybe?
Whatever. As soon as that was over, Trash and Dre go to bed. See, okay. Did you brush your teeth? Like really. Turn on the music. Let's go. Get snuggly. Like, I will see you in the AM. Right. Like, that was Dre now. But yeah.
They were very, yeah. She was just like, I'm just having, they didn't want to play Little CC. She was like, I'm just having a good time.
Yeah. That's what she said. Yeah. She really said it.
She was like, I'm really enjoying this. I was like,
we could tell, sis, because they was singing for their supper and dancing for their supper, and they was on it. I tell you, I got a little misty when they were out and they started the waves, the splashing, and I thought,
this is so cute.
There's not a single water to be found, and I was literally like, look at them making friends on the beach. Like, also, like, I don't even like the beach. Like,
no, we do not like the beach.
But yeah. So we got some merch. Jay, show the people the merch.
The magnet, it looks like the plate bill. Will CC and Little Birdie.
Oh, I didn't even realize that was them when they were little.
Oh, yeah.
Like, is it? Yeah, it's supposed to. Well, I don't think this is them, though.
The same wigs.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Are those the same children?
It could be. Maybe not.
They don't look like them. They look big.
These kids are very little spritish. They're very small.
Spritish.
And this. I just like when Cece tells the little girl at the airport, she was like, you are a child, you don't need a whole seat, sit on your mother's lap. She needed her ticket.
Silly.
Oh yeah, pin sets. So we got pins. I just showed it, but I didn't say what it was.
We got this new thing, you guys, to hold the pins. So now I think that's like our new obsession is the pin sets.
And window cart.
Is that it? Oh no. You literally said in a window cart, and I was like, was that all? Also, this is everybody's first time seeing the window cart at the stage door. They must have just wrote these out. I'm so sad. Everyone's like, I never seen this before. Yeah. You were like, you never seen a window card, or like this one in particular for the show. It was not clear, but literally every single person said something about it, and they were like,
wow, that's so nice. And I was like, yeah. So
I don't know. That's our Beatrice review, you guys. I don't know what we're gonna go see next, but hopefully something. We'll be back with something for you guys. We will. Talk to you later. Bye. Thanks for watching.